It's officially Read-o-rama day 1. It's like 10 in the morning. I haven't read anything yet. Sundays are a little crazy. We have early church, so we just got back from church, and what we're going to do now is we're going to sit and we're going to eat something, and then I will get to all the reading stuff. So, reading plans for today. I'm going to be doing 2 buddy reads during this readathon because, yes, I'm crazy and I know it, and it's okay. So I am buddy reading The Last Magician with Lindsay over at Lindsay Tut. So I've got 50 pages of that to read today. Read the first 50 pages yesterday. The opening of that book is a trip, but I think it's going to be a little bit easier to follow from this point on. So we'll see how this next block of pages goes. And then I am also doing a buddy read with April over April Sarah, one of the hosts, of Wicked Fox by Kat Cho, and we've got about 100 pages of that to buddy read today. So I've got those 2 buddy reads today, and then I think the other thing I'm going to work on today is either The Protector or The Hating Game. Sunday and Monday are my days off, so these are the days I'm going to get the most reading done. So if I can get my buddy reading done plus one of the other books, that will bode well for the rest of the week, because I'm trying to save all of my graphics towards the end of the week, because I'm also participating in Get Graphic, which starts on Friday. So my goal is to get all of the books as much to complete as possible by then. And I will be starting the buddy read of The Right Swipe by Alicia Rye tomorrow, because that is the Dragons and Tea book club pick for the month of August. So I will be starting that tomorrow. They're not doing a lot. Their page breakdown's pretty small. So what I might do is just go ahead and read ahead in that one and just finish when I finish. We'll see how it goes. But I've got several other books to read, so I'm going to focus on those. I'm going to try to get... I'm probably going to start with The Hating Game and do that one first. I know a lot of people love The Hating Game. It's a crime that I haven't read it yet. From what everybody tells me, I'm going to love it. So that's kind of my plan for the moment. So... anyways, so yes, buddy reading will happen first because that's top priority. And then after that, I'm going to start The Hating Game. If I finish that today, that would be ideal. But if not, then that totally makes sense. So yes, husband and I are going to eat and probably watch some anime of some sort. The 2 that we're currently working on are Black Clover and One Piece. We're kind of at where we would be starting a new arc on either of them. So I'm not sure which one we'll pick today. But... anyway, that's kind of the plan, and I will check in with you when I've actually read something. Okay, friends, so I just read today's pages in The Last Magician for my buddy read with Lindsay. We're about 100 pages in now, and we're getting to know a very significant character now. We're getting to know Hart, and Esta's adventures and her run-ins with Hart have been interesting thus far. I do have a feeling that the romance element of this particular fantasy is going to happen really fast in this first book. So I am interested to see how the rest of the book plays out. We're dealing with time travel style magic and groups of people trying to steal things. And it's interesting. I'm genuinely interested in the story and what's going on in it. It's just going to be an adventure to see how it all kind of goes down. So what I'm going to do now, it's 11:30-ish, because I've eaten and then read. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig into today's pages of Wicked Fox that I'm buddy reading with April. So we're just going to the top one there. And Yes, so we'll read about 100-ish pages in this one, if I'm remembering correct. But I know we follow its own voices for the Korean rep in this one, and we're following a gumiho, which is like a fox demon. I believe it preys on the souls of young men. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. I've heard most people either love it or hate it. I wonder what camp I'm going to fall into on this one, but it will be genuinely interesting, I think. So I'm going to go into it and pretend it's just manga and anime, and we'll see what happens. All right. So I just finished reading the first 100 pages of Wicked Fox, because this is my buddy read with April, and I'm really enjoying this. This definitely has the feel of like that manga anime kind of story, and I really like it for that. So our main girl character here, she is a gumiho, and she kind of like sucks the life out of her victims to keep her alive and immortal. And what she does is, rather than actually killing them, she just drains them. That's her personal choice. She doesn't like to just violently kill them, even though it would be a lot faster. And then what happens is she's kind of out and about, and she comes across this other creature. I don't remember the name of it right now. And one of her classmates ends up stumbling across them. He's out walking his dog, and he's kind of trying to be a delinquent because he just wants to work in his family restaurant after he finishes school. And so they stumble into each other, and through that, somehow it seems like some of her power gets absorbed by him, but he doesn't understand that that's what's happened. He just knows that they're connected, and he's very drawn to her. So they're slowly starting to build a friendship. You can very much tell it's going to go romantic. One, because it's YA fantasy, and two, just the way it's written, the sweet, small gestures, it feels like a shoujo romance. So for that, I can understand why people wouldn't like this story. But right now, I'm digging it. I'm really loving it. It's going to be a fun time over the next few days as I read this with April. And I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. More than I expected to. So, because I was going in hesitant, yet positively optimistic, you know. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start one of the romances. I think I'm going to start The Protector. This one's a little bit longer, so I think if I can get a good chunk, if not all of this read today, that would be a great place to be with this readathon. And then I think after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on Emily Eternal. It's a sci-fi, so I think that one's going to be denser. And I have tomorrow off as well because I have Sunday, Monday weekends. So I think that's going to be the best route for me right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to absorb everything that was going on in those two. I still need to film a video, and I need to do Instagram for today and some things like that. So I'm going to focus on that for the next little bit, take care of those things, and then I'll come back and start reading The Protector, because I'm really excited for a good smutty romance time. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. This is the one I'm using for the Rama challenge. So, yes. Anyways, I am going for Blackout because I'm crazy like that. And yeah, it's just going to be a good time. I'm enjoying my reads so far for Read-o-rama. The Last Magician and Wicked Fox both are really interesting. So like I say, it's going to be a really fun week, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I will come back to you when I've read some more. All right, so it's been some time since we last chatted. I am now 110 pages into The Protector by Jodi Ellen Malpass. And this is a British-based story. We're dealing with, like, protective detail, forced proximity, enemies to lovers kind of a situation, which I'm totally down for. It's quite steamy. We are also dealing with a guy who served in the war and has PTSD. So you've got that on top of everything. And that's how he ended up being protective details so that he feels like he's still contributing and helping and stuff. And, you know, rich girl being threatened somehow. And that's kind of the general gist. I don't want to give away too much, obviously. But I'm enjoying it so far. And the chemistry between the two characters is really well done. So I will probably be... I know there's more books in this series of books. So I will probably pick up more of those at this point. Like I say, I'm, you know, a little more than a quarter of the way through. Closer to a third, probably. There's like 370-ish pages, and I'm 110 in. So, yeah, I'm a good chunk in now. I'm getting a feel for the novel. It's going well. I'm enjoying it. I think I might take a little social media break. You know, put the book down for a little bit, play on social media, and then come back to it. But I am genuinely enjoying it. I will probably just check in when I finish this, or if I stop reading for the day, I will just check in and kind of wrap up day 1 for you. Hi friends, so it is officially day 2 of Read-o-rama. I'm probably just going to do like 2 days at a time and maybe the last 3 days together. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at. You saw how far I got last night. What I did is when I got up this morning, I went ahead and finished The Protector, and it ended so sweet and so cute. I ended up really, truly, and genuinely enjoying this much more than I thought I would. So it was a really good time, and I really liked it more than I originally thought I was going to, I think. I mean, I thought I would like it or I wouldn't have purchased it, but I ended up enjoying it more than I thought I would. There were just elements to it that I wasn't expecting that ended up being like some of my favorite parts. So all in all, this was good. I would say a solid 4 stars, maybe more. But yes, I am really looking forward to that. And so what's going on now is I've got 3 buddy reads that I'll be doing today. So let's sit down and talk about them for a minute. So I've got the first little bit of The Right Swipe by Alicia Rai. This is the Dragons and Tea book club pick for the month of August. And they start today. So I will need to read, how many pages of this? About 60 today. So not too bad. I don't think I'm going to annotate this one, so it should go a little quicker. I don't typically annotate my romances. I annotate things like fantasy and stuff like that. And I also have the next 100 pages in Wicked Fox, and I really loved what I read yesterday, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then I've got another 50 pages in The Last Magician to read today. So I need to at least get all the buddy reading done. I am getting my lashes done today as I drop things on the floor. So that's why I am makeupless and stuff, because they say, you know, don't have makeup on when you get your lashes done. So I don't have makeup on. That's in 2 hours. So I also wanted to go over to the bookstore and check and see if they got something in particular in for me. And yeah, so since the appointment's in 2 hours and I do need to do a few other things at the salon before I get my own lashes done, I think I'm going to head out and take care of some of that. I'm not going to vlog out today. It doesn't feel right. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to I also have my audiobook. Could my audiobook work for anything? Because I've got like 3 hours left in this audiobook. 2 hours and 50 minutes according to Audible. And it's called His Risk to Take. It's the Line of Duty book 2 by Tessa Bailey. It does have yellow on the cover. I could swap that out for Emily Eternal and finish that while I'm out and about today. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I might still read Emily Eternal during the readathon. If not, I'll probably still read it before the end of the month. So yes, I think I'm going to do that. Have that officially be part of the TBR as my, book with my favorite color on the cover. Because yellow is my favorite color. And a bunch of these other ones have yellow too. But yeah, I think that's officially going to be a swap. And then if I have time, I'll squeeze in Emily Eternal. If not, I'll still finish it before the end of the month. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So that I can count that and have something solid and another book finished for today. Because I can easily do that with everything else that's going on. Because it's Monday. So if you guys have watched other vlogs, you know that's movie night for me and my husband. We're going to watch the new Invader Zim movie that just hit Netflix. My husband was hoping to get me to watch it earlier in the weekend. I'm like, no, that's our Monday movie. So we've got that, and then whatever other reading I can get done. But getting my lashes done will take a while. It usually takes 2 to 3 hours when you get them done for the first time, because I haven't had them in over a year, and we just got a new lash girl at work, so I want to try them out and see how she does with them and be able to experience them and all that kind of stuff from her, because each person applies them a little bit different. So I want to make sure that I like what she does, and so it's easier for me to promote her work, because I don't personally offer that service. So yeah, that's the plan for today, and I will check in with you guys like in a couple of, later this afternoon, because I won't be home till like 3 o'clock. So I'll be gone for the next 6 hours. And I think I'm going to take the right swipe with me in case I do have some downtime to read where I'm not listening to the audiobook. So I will keep this one with me to make sure that I have a physical read that I'm reading, and then I'll have the audiobook going. So hopefully by the next time I see you, my pages will be read in this, and the audiobook will be finished. That's the goal for the next little bit. Chat with you when I get back. So I decided to do the responsible thing and call the bookstore first just to see if they got any copies in. And then as I called them, I realized it's a digital only release. It'll drop to my Kindle tomorrow, so I don't even have to worry about it. So I think what I'm going to do, since I'm going to be home for a while longer, I'm going to dig into one of the longer buddy reads for the day. So it'll either be The Right Swipe or Wicked Fox. But yeah, I still think I want to swap out the audiobook because I think that'll be good. And again, I kind of have a headache this morning, so maybe I will just get some food in my system. I still haven't eaten. I should do that. I'm going to go take myself to breakfast, and I'm going to get my audiobook on the way, and then I'm going to take The Right Swipe with me. That's going to be my plan, and I know exactly where I'm going to go. I'm going to go get some waffle love. I will take a picture and let you guys see that. Maybe take a tiny bit of footage on my phone, but I'm not going to take my GoPro with me. I still don't feel stable enough with it to vlog outside of the house with it, maybe later in the week. But right now I don't feel like that's the right choice for me. So I'm going to get some food. So the plan isn't really changing other than I'm not going to the bookstore. So there we go. Hello. So it's been hours. It's now 4 p.m. I have my lashes did, and I love how they look. And I did finish the 60 pages in The Right Swipe, which was so good. Oh lordy, this is going to be great. We're definitely in enemies to lovers territory, and I'm all for it. And then I did also finish His Risk to Take, which was really, really good. It's just this steamy novella, novel, short story, whatever you want to call it. The audiobook was only 4 hours, but it was so good. And what I didn't realize is this one involved a couple that we meet in the other Crossing the Line novels. I found out this one's actually part of the Crossing the Line series as well. So I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. Highly recommend checking out Tessa Bailey if you haven't. This Crossing the Line series is good. The smut is good. The dirty talk is strong in these, and they are dirty and filthy in the best way, and I love them. So yes, that's what's going on there. I need to jump in to my buddy reads now because my husband should be home in an hour and a half. So I have an hour and a half to read 150 pages while annotating. I don't think that's going to quite happen, but I definitely need to get the Last Magician one done and the Wicked Fox one done. So we might start the movie a little bit later than originally planned, but if I could do one after the movie as well. So my husband knows I'm in readathon mode, so he will be very understanding and all those great things because I am blessed. But yes, that is the current state of things. I spilled on my shirt when I ate earlier, and I don't even care. It's my day off. I'm being a potato while also reading, and yes, that is my life. So, anyhow, that's what's going on. Thought I'd give you the update, and I will chat with you in a bit. Okay, friends, so I'm going to wrap day 2's vlog right here. My husband just got home from work, so we're going to be watching a movie and stuff tonight, and I don't know how much more reading I'm going to do tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap day 2 here, and then we'll do day 1 and day 2 vlogs together so it's not too long. So real quick, The Last Magician. It keeps building, and for whatever reason we keep getting introduced to new characters and new POVs, which is a bit confusing for me. So right now I can tell you that this isn't going to get above 4 stars because I feel like we're getting spread too thin. Where in the last block of pages, I felt like we were narrowing in on our characters. That's now being broadened out again. And so I'm struggling with that. So yeah, the core story that's going on isn't bad per se. Just not... It's hard to know what's going on because there's so many POVs. So it's confusing. I think this is one where I almost wish we could have done longer blocks because maybe it would have felt a little more cohesive that way. And I might feel different in the next block of pages. We'll see. But this last block wasn't as strong as the previous block, so I was hoping it would get better and better. But we'll see how I feel as I continue in this one. But on the other hand, Wicked Fox just keeps getting better to me. This feels like I'm watching an anime film, or, you know, like a long-running anime. I've not watched any K-dramas or anything. I did get some recommendations from April today, so I might try some of those out this week. But anyways, I'm really enjoying Wicked Fox. I like learning about the lore of the Gumiho, and I love watching the relationship between our 2 main characters build and our POV characters. A lot of people said it was like insta-lovey, but I don't feel that way. I mean, he's instantly attracted to her because of her Gumiho side, but I don't feel like it immediately turned into romance. I feel like because of his attraction, he's trying very hard to get to know her, and she's slowly, bit by bit, letting him in. And so I like how it's building. I don't know why some people had some issues with that. Maybe that's because of something later or something I don't understand yet. I don't know. But all I know is I'm really enjoying it right now. So, yeah. Here's the end of day 2. I feel really strongly about this. I will leave you with the day wrap-up and page counts, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!